Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Alright, the end of Shed Wars, final weigh-in time. So let's have a quick little tour around the garden and see where it's all up to. There's a couple of things I can harvest and I probably will today. There's a lot of things that I still can't harvest, so they're going to stay there. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, our long bed. The only thing really left in here is jalapenos. I'm going to leave them, let them go to red. Yeah, we got basil and parsley and that sort of thing, which is great. We'll see if the eggplant puts anything more out, but it might have had its day. The grandma pumpkin, that's still going along, and this one here has finally reached the golden color that I wanted in the striations. So that one is going to be harvested today. That little butternut, that's almost a color. It looks like the vine's dead. The vine is dead, so that one's coming out today. My paprika's getting lots of color going on, but as you can see, there's still flowers, there's still lots of green, and because I'm going to try and smoke them, I'm going to leave them to try and bulk harvest them later on. So again, something that I'm just not going to pick at the moment. Beetroot's doing awesome, but they're not bulbed up to the size that I want them yet, so they're still staying in. Same with this lot of beetroots. Yeah, I might pick some of the minis next couple of days, but yeah, at the moment not at the stage where I'm just going to pull everything out. This last lot of cucumbers, as you can see, vines are dying on them. That one, the vine's dead on it, so this lot's coming out. May as well pick what fruit's there. It's got to the bigger sizes it's going to get, and that's what I left it on for, so I'll pluck them out. My little pepper bed over here, still waiting for everything to turn color. Yeah, I could harvest them as greens, but what I really want to do, because I don't know what each pepper was, is identify them. So they're just going to stay there until they get some color change happening, and that way I can also save seed off them. Potatoes still moving along. Probably could harvest this one, but as you can see, it's shooting up. Same here. So yeah, I'm not going to pluck them when I might be able to get some more potatoes out. Peas, these Frank's peas are taking off. No flowers, no pods on them yet, but really happy with these. They're looking great. If they taste as good as they grow, we'll be happy as. These climbing peas here, not so impressed. They're not putting on the growth that I'd like to see. We'll just have to see what happens when they get to potting stage. Over here, these peas are struggling a little bit. They are a low grower, and I've got them up on here so they can come down over the sides. But yeah, nothing great happening there. These banana peppers, getting some color on them, so I want to get them fully ripe before I pick them, because I do want to save seeds off this one. My turnips, lost a few of those the other day. I think it was a bit of bird damage, a bit of insect damage as well. A couple of the replants are coming up, really not doing too great on them. Same with the kale, none of the replants have come up. There's just still this one little one there. Radishes, for all they were so hard to get going, I did not get a lot, and next year I need to do my autumn planting a lot earlier, so they're just absolutely booming along. I don't think we get, oh, we have got bulbs forming already. So we do have some nice healthy bulbs on them. But these are supposed to be a really big radish, the cooking radish, and I will leave them be for now. Last little capsicum plant. He's not quite fully to colour. He's obviously a red. So again, that's staying on there. Beans over this side. Yeah, look, they're just not doing anything. I think they went in way too late. All my members of the cabbage family that are planted out here, they're not booming along. They're not dying either. So we'll see what happens with them. All right, these Borlotti beans, they're still doing great. As you can see, they are forming up some beans. There's actual seed in them, so that's awesome. These are a drying bean. You can use them as a fresh, but for the moment, because I've only got such a small number in such a small container, I'm just increasing my seed count. So we shall wait to harvest those. The peanuts, there's still a couple little flowers hanging in there. So I'm just going to wait for those to go down. Okra, yeah, I think it was the horrid summer I had. It just did not want to go. So yeah, look, I got a taste of it off it. So I'm pretty happy that I got to taste okra for the first time. But unless I get a warmer summer next year, I don't think I'll be going back in. Sweet potatoes, harvested the one that was ready. The other ones are still coming along, still growing. So as of yet, they're not ready to harvest. All right, well, I'm going to pick what I got out here, and then we shall meet back inside, and I'll go have a talk through the season. So here we are back inside, back where it all started. All those months ago when I announced I was going to be a team captain and started recruiting a team. And let me just say, I got the most awesome bunch of people on a team ever. It was a lot of hard work to gather a team. I ended up having to find a lot of channels that I hadn't seen before, met before. You know, convinced a couple people to start a channel. It was a challenge, but you know, ended up finding not only a great team but a great bunch of friends, and that has been one of the biggest takeouts from this. You know, I have found an awesome bunch of friends that are all over the world, and you know, doing wonderful things in the garden and wanting to share that with other people. Now, months and months of weights. You know, I've been filling out my book here for months and months. You know, it starts with the tiny totals. You know, it gets bigger in the middle. Yeah, and starts getting tiny again. It's, you know, your gardening season, you start with that, with the little ones, and you start with those little crops and those first harvests, and you're thinking, oh, awesome. And you get on in the season, you're getting that big bountiful crop, and then you get to the end of the season where the garden's getting really tired, like mine is right now, and the gardener's getting really tired, like I am right now. All right, so weights. What I ended up growing, harvesting off the birds and that sort of thing, was 93.5 and some change kilos, which is about 206 pounds 3 ounces. So it was a really successful year. First year for this garden, and it's a tiny little space, and I'm really pleased with what it's done. But more important than the weight is what I've achieved during the summer. During the summer, I pretty much have not needed to buy any vegetables. Everything's come from out of the garden. I've bought little meat. You know, had a couple of chickens, that were roosters, that were food. I've had eggs for animal protein. It's been absolutely awesome. So much fruit and veg that it's not funny. And then the continuation of that is taking it on into the saving of it. I've got canned tomatoes, I've got dried stuff, which is kale, mushrooms, zucchini, more kale, beans, some shiitake mushrooms. I've got pickles, whether it be the cucamelons, whether it be the normal pickles, whether it be pickled pumpkin. I've got cowboy candy, which I still haven't got the video out for. And then we've got my green tomato pickles. I actually got 14 pints of green tomato pickles. So, that's absolutely awesome. That's enough to last me for a year or two. If I keep it all for myself, which I won't. I'll give some away. So yeah. And then there's the stuff that's in the freezer. I've still got another bird in the freezer. I've got zucchini in the freezer. I've got beans in the freezer. I've got a heap of vegetables out in the freezer. So there's still an awful lot of produce left from my little garden. So yeah, not only has it supported me through the summer, it's going to support me on into the winter. And that is the whole idea behind this thing. It doesn't need to be a massive garden. I have, apart from Zoom and Betty, I have probably the smallest garden in the competition. And what I've grown out of it has fed me, has put up preserves, ready for the winter season. So yeah, look, you don't need to be huge. You just need to get out there and do it. So give it a go, folks, and get out there and grow. I'm going to put out another video with the total of the team weights. That's my job as a captain, so that will be coming out within the next couple of days once everyone's got their final weights in. But yeah, for mine, there's the weight. All right, thank you very much everyone for watching, and bye for now.